Hii serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ni serikali ya maajabu sana. Imagine sending 3 Subarus and 15 men to arrest one small Gen Z ambaye hata hajafikisha miaka 19. The Gen Z I'm talking about is Rose Njeri. She was arrested by Kenya Kwanza in a very big show of might, which was useless because she's such a tiny girl. And here's what Rose Njeri had to say after her release. Here's the tip.
I want to tell you people, anyone who's listening to me, don't underestimate your power. If they sent 3 Subarus or 15-ish men to arrest little old me because of an idea I executed, then they surely know the power of ideas. They may line their pockets to taxpayer money, grab all public land, steal from our pensioners, defund and desecrate education. They show disrespect to professionals, and still they remain afraid of ideas. So do not be afraid to think. Be inspired to come up with new ways to protest in your daily lives. Be kind to your fellow Kenyans. Be firm in your beliefs. No matter the attempts at intimidation. And one day soon, the people who celebrated me, the people who separated me from my little ones over nothing, will also be separated from their ill-gotten wealth and spend the rest of their lives in jail.
Now, why did they arrest Rose Njeri? Apparently, the reason behind her arrest is because she created a website which allows every Kenyan, you and me, to just reject the finance bill at a click of a button. You just go to the website, you put in your details, you say reject, it sends it to the National Assembly's Finance Committee. That is what they don't like, so they arrested her. Here's the charge sheet. Here, under the particulars of offense, Rose Njeri Tunguru, on the 19th day of May 2025 at 8 p.m. at an unknown location within the Republic of Kenya, you knowingly made a program hosted at https://civismail.netflix.app that automatically generated and sent mass emails to the Finance Committee at parliament.go.ke, which is the official system of the Finance Committee, thereby interfering with the normal functioning of the systems. So these guys are saying she created a website that sent mass emails. Now, when you see them talking about mass emails, I believe they're going to categorize them as spam emails, that this is spammy. It's not organic, it's just a bot that's sending numerous emails pretending to be Kenyans, but that's not true. This website went viral. Everyone who cared to reject the finance bill went to the website and did their civic duty because it was easy. It's now just a touch of a button. So that is what informed the arrest of this lady. Can you believe it? Ati amerahisishia watu kazi kureject finance bill. Na hawa hawataki kitu ikuwe rejected because they are punishing you left, right, center. I did the video the other day. Taxes are going up, be it VAT, be it pay, be it SHA, SHIF, the whole thing is going up. Anywho, in this video I want us to look into why this arrest has totally backfired on Kenya Kwanza, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Now first up, these guys sent a full squad to arrest Rose Njeri. And the reason they dispatched such a big team of 15 men and 3 Subarus is because they were expecting to arrest a 40-year-old activist or veteran in the IT industry, or a 50-year-old, at the very least 30. They're not expecting to find a tiny Gen Z with a voice that's tinier than that of Professor Kindiki. So even Kenyans, by the time people have been seeing this name Rose Njeri, have been seeing it also. By the time you're going to sit down and see who is this, what happened, you're discovering, oh, it's this young lady. I mean, it's so bad that by the time you see people like Sabina Chege who are pro-Ruto coming out to lecture Kenya Kwanza, then you know there's a problem. Just check out what she put out, and I quote, "Sometimes the government sabotages itself. Why was Rose Njeri arrested? Was there incitement? Was she fighting people? If it was just about education, there was no need for such an arrest. In fact, she should be the first person invited by the Finance Committee to share her views on the 2025 Finance Bill." This is a quote from Sabina Chege on the 3rd June 2025. That's just yesterday if you're watching this on the 4th. So this arrest is unpopular, so much so that it brought out the big guns. We saw Eugene Wamalwa in court, Kalonzo Musyoka in court, we saw David Maraga in court, we saw all the high-profile lawyers and politicians in court just to secure Rose Njeri's release because it was unjust and uncalled for. And by the way, the charge has been tossed out by the judge. So that's more egg on the face of Kenya Kwanza. Now let's see what Kenyans on X had to say about this fiasco, and I quote, "Freeman said, 15 men went after this soft-spoken young lady. What's wrong with our security agencies? How do you people sleep at night? P Minor said, why would 15 men be dispatched to arrest such a soft-spoken lady? Can't imagine what would have been done if it was a man. Moses Mundia said, we will not vote for William Samoei Ruto aka Kasongo El Chapo. Viva. ND said, next administration should revisit our forces. Those involved in such arrests should be fired and arrested. Anthony Njeri said, wah, God bless this lady. Ati how many men were involved in her arrest? I thought women in uniform are the ones that arrest women folk. Again, that sheet of paper, Njeri has written notes, the message is worth millions. Victor Sagini said, hata mwenye akona sauti ya mtoto anatisha one term. I have never seen an insecure presidency like this one. Kudos Njeri, your message is softly, loud and clear. And finally, Joseph Master said, the making of a new commercial activist. She's progressing well in the initiation process of becoming one. But what say you guys? Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do our best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.